going from interactive media to non-interactive in terms of video games. There's going to be a series of PlayStation TOTAKU figures.
Yeah, this was surprising.
This from Sonic CA, PlayStation recently announced a brand new line of collectible figures called TOTAKU, TOTAKU, featuring characters from the Sony brands. This is from the London Toy Fair. Sega Sonic the Hedgehog could be a part of it in the second wave of the mini statues. There's a image here featuring a few characters. You have Crash Bandicoot, who seems to be from Crash 1 or Crash 2, where you're just looking behind.
Yeah, well, basically, what we've seen in the minute is mostly PlayStation stuff. So we got Crash, we got the Sackboy, we've got the Wipeout thing. We've even got Bloodborne in there as well. That's surprisingly.
That Bloodborne is a Sony exclusive game.
All right,
even though it's part of the Souls series, there's only 2 exclusive PlayStation Soul games. There's Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Dark Souls wasn't really Demon Souls 2, but Sony's like, no, it's our game. You can't have it. No. Let's make Dark Souls then. Now, look, it's actually a really multi-million seller. What do you know about that?
Well, put it this way, basically, if it's a game where you run around in a dark, miserable world and you kill things, all right, fair enough. That's whatever the new big
actually based on tactics rather than hack and slashing.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, also Parappa the Rapper, Hayachi.
Yes, Parappa the Rapper. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the Crash one is funny because, again, I said to you just before we recorded this, they seem to have used it from if you remember when they were talking about this, they released redos of the first original Crash covers, US-wise, and they seem to have used the render of the one from Crash 2, where he kind of looked like a bit psychotic. Actually, probably that will give you.
Yeah, this one.
It's basically that, except his eyes are a little bit more devious looking.
Yeah. I have I have 2 Crash trilogies.
Yeah, you've got the original version and the remastered edition.
Yeah.
There you go. Which is funny, actually, because, there's been a lot of Crash Bandicoot merchandise coming out since the release of the Insane Trilogy. I mean...
Yeah, the Insane Trilogy had socks.
Well, that was one of the things.
Yeah.
But even, I'm talking about figures, actually, because, again, ironically, we have the Skylanders one right behind you. We had the first figure one they've released, which is the one of Crash doing that. And then there's apparently a classic one that's coming out of the way, and now we got this thing. So they are really pushing Crash figurines again, which I didn't think we would see so quickly.
Talking more about Crash than Sonic here, because Sonic is seen in the silhouette. So probably going to get it on, like I said, it's going to be on the Wave 2. Basically, why would Sonic be there? It's meant to be a Sony exclusive collection. There is no Sony exclusive Sonic games.
Well, we'll put it this way. I mean, really think about it. They started with Sony ones to begin with, and then who's to say they can't move to other ones?
Season 1 Sony exclusive, Season 2 third party things.
Yeah, I mean the excuse really, like you said. I mean Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Activision, although Sony have a deal with them because they wanted him. It is the unofficial mascot they never wanted, but they want him back.
Well, Season 2, I'm like, well, let's place that bet. So we got a Sonic one, which is always being shown there. Hopefully, we get a Jack and a Ratchet.
A Jack and Ratchet. I would say a Ratchet.
I'm looking at other games here. Maybe a Sora. The Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, obviously.
Yeah, down the line.
Doom Guy.
Yeah.
DMC's Dante, or if there's Devil May Cry 5 is anything to be believed, we have the classic Dante.
Well, there's a Mega Man 11, so who's to say?
Yeah, we could have a Mega Man.
Exactly.
And hopefully a Spyro the Dragon, if Visceral and Activision actually announce a freaking Spyro collection.
I would say keep your eye out for this year's E3. I would say keep your
definitely.
Eye out. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to Sonic-wise, it's actually funny because I'm trying to think actually how many, compared to us two, and maybe even some of you in the chat, actually how many figurines of Sonic we've had in the last couple of years in general? I mean,
First of Figures has, not counting the special edition versions, Sonic Tails, Knuckles, Silver, Metal, Shadow, Eggman. And about 2 dioramas, I think.
All right, I was going to say, would you count the Sonic & Tails playing one as one?
That's one as well. So yeah, maybe up to I'll say around about number 10. 10 first of figure stuff. You have the Tommy line. You have the 20th anniversary Tommy line, the 25th anniversary Tommy line. That I have there.
Yeah, the band you. I mean, there's also stuff. I mean, I'm thinking even way back. I mean, stuff like the initial what are they called? First couple of Sonic toys from Sony, and then of course there was the
McDonald's
Sonic
series.
X,
There were also the McDonald's toys.
But I'm just saying, even going backwards, we've had amounts of this. I mean, hell, remember the Sonic Amiibo? Which
I don't think it's actually from Sonic X had its fair share, but I don't think it's. I think it was actually from the 20th anniversary. We actually had more figures based on it.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I mean, if we haven't had the support, it's kind of funny to keep finding new ways of how many times could we release Sonic in a figurine type form. And like I said,
what differences can you do? Because the best toy right now happens to be your Metal Sonic. Fully posable Metal Sonic. Like how better can you get than that?
Is that well? As long as he stands up. I mean, he does.
As long as he stands up, yeah.
Head doesn't put weight on. Speaking of which,
he has better weight control than my freaking Dragon Zord. Half of that's die-cast. That's fucking heavy.
Speaking of Metal Sonic, First for Figures are thinking of doing a modern version. Well, when I say modern, basically the tall one.
Well, yeah, the modern one.
Sonic.
Yeah, also the first pictures of the modern version of the classic Metal Sonic. They're saying one of them has hips. one of Metal Sonic has the big body, then it has a little bit where legs connect. Classic Sonic, the body legs just go straight into the main body. It's
just straight into that circle body of theirs.
Yeah. So that's one of the main differences, and also actually has joints in the fingers rather than just bendable metal.
Yeah, bendable metal, because that's less realistic. If we're talking about realism.
Yeah, looking at the image right now, I'll quickly put this in on the YouTube version. Two different versions. One of them pretty much replicating the Sonic channel art, and everyone seems to be ready to attack.
Yeah,
I would go for the version A. I'll go for that one.
Yeah. But like I said, it's funny to figure out if this is going to be a series with this line of toys. It's like, you start off with, undoubtedly, I mean, Classic Sonic would be the easy one to do, because it's like, if it's classic, everybody will buy that in a heartbeat.
So, I guarantee someone actually has every single First Figures limited edition version. Someone has all limited editions. There's like $500 each. Yeah, what the hell do you do to get all that?
We'll put it this way. When I got my Sonic statue, which is over there, when I got it, I mean, again, this is back when we just thought there was only one. And I think it was around the time the Super Sonic was announced. And then I was just amazed how quickly the rest of the fucking series happened. It's like, wow, they really planned this ahead.
Surprisingly, no Amy yet. Although I'm pretty sure they're at the working stages of whether or not to actually show her panties or not.
Well, that's the question, is basically which Amy, classic Amy or modern Amy, because they actually are different.
They may actually do a Boom Amy. I'll just see a Boom Amy.
Oh, I have a Boom Amy. I mean, oh god, if we get a Boom series of this, that would be hilarious. But a Boom Sticks. I mean, definitely that won't make my day.
Sticks figurine. We need Sticks figurines.
Yeah, we need.
Sticks is embraced by Japan.
Yeah. Like I said, we're the keepers of keeping the Boom faith. Television-wise, that's if they ask us in our opinion, what do we think of Boom? It's like we like the TV show, everything else, whatever you think.
Yeah, so I'm probably actually going to buy with a Crash one, and so are you, are you?
Well, I'll put it this way: if I see it in the store, I probably will.
You'd be drawn to it like a magnet.
I know. Well, that's the thing, because I know, like, again, the statuette of Crash, I've always been thinking I want it, but again, the amount of stuff I have, I mean, put it this way, I've been putting things into storage recently, so I'm I have to be grown up in the sense, in the sense of what I have, but that doesn't mean I can't still be childish and have one of them. So, but as I said, put it this way, I still have one of those original Crash Bandicoot toy figurines, the actual ones that can easily break. I've still got one of them. I've got the Deep Sea Dive one, still in the box.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, the fact that something like this is happening with Crash, I'm absolutely overjoyed, and part of it, I'm more happy the fact it exists in the real world again, so maybe one day I can have one again, depending on what happens in my life. But yeah, another Sonic thing, I'd be interested, again, it's always a question of what you're going to bring to the table, because like I said, we've had so many of them. So my question is, what are you going to do to make yours stand out?
We're going to talk about Sonic figurines, but we'll move on to Crash Bandicoot.
But I'm just saying, yeah. Well, I tried to end it with Sonic,
Yeah. Crash was there. It's Crash.
Well, I meant Sonic in that sense. Sorry,
Yeah.
if I wasn't clear enough. Oh god, I need to.
We'll get the Sonic one as well, because why not? Like, it's like probably that big.
I know it'll be that big. It'll be his classic pose, all that stuff.